Ready? There's a sense in my stomach throughout the course of the game, notwithstanding the helter-skelter last couple minutes, that we were missing a lot of opportunities at the free throw line along the way. There were a number of opportunities for us to get basket and one. And in the first half, can get the ball to fall, and then we walk up and we don't complete the free throw opportunity. And whereas we have, you guys know, I haven't seen it. Let me check this. What I'm doing. Okay, we're up 27-19. We're up 30-23, and we go dry on that. But along the way, free throws. Free throws are the thing that plug in the gaps. We hit free throws at ASU. We plugged in the gaps. The parts where you don't get the field goal, and we did not plug in the gaps. We missed opportunities there, and then certainly in the second half, Aina Ibaka was, he was phenomenal. We continued to play real good offense. I thought we did good shots. We need, from my starting backcourt, it would be nice to get a here and there. We needed to get a three-pointer to go down, ease some of the deal, ease some of the complete more possessions that way. And but bottom line at the end of the game is we couldn't get enough stops.
What is it with free throw shooting? I mean, what have you tried? This is not a new problem.
No, we try them all. We shoot volume shots. We put pressure on one-on-ones. We run for every miss in practice. We just keep doing it. And to be honest, I thought after last week at Arizona State, and then the way the 3 days of practice went, I felt that we were nailing free throws better than we had. To be honest, I was figuring that maybe we're turning the corner on these things, but that definitely we let that one get away there.
What happened with Kyle? Came out, did he bang a knee or did
he banged a knee. He was fine. There was nothing that happened other than the fact that Rulin went in and Anderson didn't score.
Yeah. Didn't score at all
while Rulin was in on him. And so, when I said to Sasha, I said, you still don't have a rebound, and Rulin kept the kid from scoring. So you got to keep the kid from scoring. And then go out and play the other end like you can, and Sasha did the last. He did from that point on. I mean, he played. He did a good job on Anderson. Anderson hit a tough layup, and then of course he got those free throws at the end.
Last possession was Angelo.
Well,
he hadn't fumbled the ball.
Yeah, the pass was at his ankles. Well, one that supposed to shoot it, he wasn't supposed to shoot it. I mean, it was. We didn't have a timeout on that. The possession before we had the timeout. We said, listen, we're out of timeouts. You know what the deal is, what we got to do. I said, there is no best shot, okay? Don't pass up an open shot, because that may be the best we get, and then we come in flying and bat the ball around and see if we can get another one. So I don't know what would have happened on a clean pass. I do know that he may have let it go. I do know someone would have been running at him hard, and that would have been good for us too. I would have had no problem with the shot if he took it, but if he didn't take it, he was going to penetrate and kick to somebody that possibly was open, and that would have been a plus. But with 7 point something, 7-2, whatever on the clock, you can't afford to have a fumble. We had 2 fumbles within that, and there's no question it was late.
Would you like to see the chest pass on that instead of bounce pass?
Yeah, I think yeah, I don't read my kids' minds, but I would think that I don't know, on West, maybe he was trying to and maybe fumbled, I don't know, but a pass at the ankles is hard for a shooter.
After Angelo.
Then Jack kind of double clutch with the defender in his face in the first.
Yeah.
say after Angelo had the ball and he gave it back to Wes, and what was Wes doing in there? I mean, Wes is not going to shoot a three-pointer.
Right. Okay. At that point, he needed to drive and kick, and I think that there was some with him. There was some. I'm trying to remember the possession because we were set up. One of the things was for Sasha. If he didn't kick it ahead, up to Angelo or kick it ahead to whoever, then Sasha was supposed to come, set a ball screen, and they would switch. So he was going to come and slip the screen, and Wes was trying to go back to him. And I think Sasha was up on top. There was just some hesitation there about is Wes going to come to me or am I going to go to him? So in any case, that's where they ended up.
You guys talked about you guys being close, young team, just got to learn how to close out these close games against good opponents.
Well, closing out, and for me, is when you're ahead along the way and you withstand and hold them at bay. I would say that Cal closed out the game. On our end, we never really got back. We can never put a succession of stops. Ayinda Ibaka he was the man. And 2 at half, 20 in the second half. That's what a point guard does. He didn't, he got everybody involved, and then it's like winning time, and he did that to his credit.
How does the complexion of the game change if you guys make your free throws?
If we make our free throws, we win. The complexion's over. In my opinion, because we still, Cal was having a difficult time defending us. Okay, there's no question about that. We had great shots, but we didn't catch. They're 17 for 20 on their free throws. We're 12 for 22. To me, and it was along the way. At the end, my recollection at the end, we're putting the ball, we're making the free throws, but it's that part in the middle that those are the things that plug in the gaps, and it's been Achilles heel for us.
So you really didn't get any at the end. Not like they were getting them.
Free throws.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, in those 8, Marcel gets fouled. He's making, he goes up. He's hitting his 2 free throws. Wes, did Wes make 2 in a row, or did he make one miss one? He made one miss one in the second half. They all matter.
But they made 11 to 12 in the last 5 minutes, and you guys maybe took 2 in the last 5 minutes. That was.
Maybe.
But if you do your thing at the foul line, you're not in that position with Jack launching the ball.
There is absolutely no question about that. Deadline.
Jay, just one question about Stanford.
I just want to check something here on this game. Yeah, we didn't have a free throw from 8-12.
What was the question?
We didn't have, after from 8-12 down, Jim's right on it. That was our last free throw. So we were 12 for 22. We had 8-12 left in the game.
No, Wes missed the back end of a 3-point play at 4:42.
Yeah. So we were 12 for 21 at 8-12. We're down 2. Not good. 57%.
It seems like Stanford tries to slow the game down. Does that help at all in terms of the back matchup in this combo?
You lost me a little bit there, Blair. You lost me a little bit, Blair.
It seems like Stanford tries to slow it down a little bit. Is that
Oh well, they're huge. They got they need to make sure those bigs are touching the ball. So it's going to be more. The Cal's a half court team too, but they're spreading you with 4 people out and drive and kick and move and everything's wide. Stanford, you always know where to find their big guys. You don't necessarily always know where to find the big guys you know, with Cal or Arizona or, you know, those, but you always know where to find the big guys for Stanford. You know, you can be right down there with the rear end on your leg. So, yeah, I mean, in terms of from here to there, you know, turnaround, you know, it's, you know, I don't think there's any difference. It's just, it's going to be a different type of style, and it's going to be different, definitely going to be a different challenge.